What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Cloud Slayer channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we got a Monday Ramble. It is a little late for me. Usually I'm doing it a lot earlier, but it is what it is. I did one earlier. I wasn't happy with it. Wasn't for anything other reason, but it was just a lot of I don't know, a lot of weird stuff. But the good thing about it is you can always shoot something different, do something else, and things like that, right? So, excuse me. I hope everybody had a great weekend. New Super Bowl champions, the Seattle Seahawks, beat the Patriots 29-13, I believe it was. And, congratulations to those guys. A lot of controversy with the halftime show, but I didn't see either one of them. I don't even really watch football anymore. I haven't watched football in years, maybe over a decade, stuff like that. But I do watch highlights and, stuff like that. But I didn't watch the halftime show because of any political stuff. It was because I just don't watch the football anymore. Anyways, I'll watch it if the freaking Minnesota Vikings go there. But other than that, I don't really care. So, is what it is. A lot of people controversial about it. People getting mad, crap talking each other and stuff like that. There's bigger fish in life than to worry about that. I was doing stuff at home and just too busy to do that stuff. We cleaning and all that good stuff, right? And laundry's got to fold itself. Ain't gonna fold itself, and is what it is. Whether you like that halftime show or not, or the other one, that's entirely up to you. And to me, it's a waste of energy and time to be fighting over nonsensical stuff like that. So, but if it doesn't matter which one you enjoyed, if you enjoyed the Kid Rock one or you enjoyed the Bad Bunny one or whatever, good for you guys. Shouldn't matter. I don't think it should affect anybody as much as they make it out to be, or maybe just people trying to go out there and spread hate and stuff like that. So, I'll talk a little bit about, trying to stay more positive, right? Staying positive, and having that impact your life a little bit more it's a hard thing to do, me, myself, it took a long time for me to stay out of that negative thought. And I still go there time to time and I try my best. I catch myself all the time, being hateful towards other things that I see, and I'm like, I gotta pull myself back and be like, hey man, you're human too, you're not perfect, none of that stuff. And being negative, what does that do? That just makes your life a little bit more less positive, makes it a lot more negative, and puts you in a way of thinking that isn't productive, that isn't producing anything except for that negativity, right? And I have to remind myself to be more positive towards stuff, and not care about that, what other people say. Like, okay, I believe in this way, and I like this, and this is the things that I want to do. Guess what? I don't have to go tell everybody. I don't have to tell everybody this, and I don't have to defend it because that's just how I feel. I don't have to defend it towards anybody, and I don't feel the need to, I guess. And what's it gonna do? You're just gonna get an argument with somebody online over some stuff that doesn't always really affect us immediately, right? You believe in these things politically. That's cool, man. That's cool. But what's the point of arguing on Facebook or something about it? You're just gonna get angry and think about it all night, and you're no longer having fun. You're no longer feeling good about stuff. You're there feeling negative about that stuff, and now your somewhat awesome day turned into a day of just feeling negative about it and thinking about stuff that doesn't really affect you or bother you and stuff like that, and instead, just know that you enjoy the moments, and then move on with your life, and have a good time with your family, go with your friends or whatever. It is what it is. I'm not telling anybody what to do, but I am making suggestions to those who have that problem, and you want to pull away from that train of thought, and try to be better and try not to have as much of our time, and because that type of thinking, it does affect you in other parts of your life. So, um, it's one way to make step towards change in your everyday life and um, how you feel and stuff like that. Like you start to notice when you stop feeding into that stuff that, hey man, why was I even bothered by it before? Why did I let that affect me before? Sometimes it has nothing to do with you, so why feel bad about it? Why have a bad day when just because somebody has a different viewpoint? Good, let them have their viewpoints. You have your viewpoints. That's your right as an American, is to have your own viewpoints, and go on from there. Who cares? You don't have to think a certain way. If anybody's telling you have to think a way, or you're wrong for whatever, know that you're not. It's what you feel is right, and that's all that matters. That should matter to you, and you shouldn't be trying to force your own opinion on other people neither. Right? You don't want it done to you. We shouldn't be doing it to other people as well, right? That's our choice as Americans, is to believe in what we want to believe in. If they're, okay, they wanted to spread a message, they did that. You don't have to defend it, because it's out there. It's out there, and they're doing their best to do those things. And it's not your job to go antagonize people or cancel them for whatever. It is what it is. If they choose to read that, or start to follow new things, and read into whatever, and decide that that side is totally correct on that thing, they're gonna find that. They don't need some dingleberry on the internet telling them, this is, you have to because of whatever. That nobody needs that crap. When you're a grown person, you're gonna make your own choices, and you're gonna do whatever you want. So, you just try to stay positive about it, and don't feed into that stuff. It'll keep you a lot more healthy, at least mentally. At least I feel like it's helped me a lot by not thinking about that stuff. It's easy to feed into that stuff and feel bad about things, and think about all the negative things that are going on and happening to people and stuff like that, instead of focusing on the good things that are happening in your life in the moment. So, but anyways, I hope everybody has a great one. Thanks for tuning into another Monday Ramble. Till next time, I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.